Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So the Moto Z2 Force, whoa, it has been a force. This is no pun intended, this has been a fantastic device for me. And you know, I'm trying to, when I get phones in and I purchase to keep, and then I also purchase them for review, I try to find things that would be wrong with them up front, and I'll decide, you know, whether it's worth keeping. And first things first, this phone is worth keeping. I don't plan on getting rid of this. So at this moment, so this is December 2017. This is about 7 days or so. I guess I don't know how long I had this phone. I definitely had it for at least 5 days. And I wanted to give you an update on the Moto Z2 Force. Now I have found some things that I feel I need to point out. So I got this on the 1st, looks like, or the 31st or something. I don't know when it was, but it's been about 7 days or so. Nonetheless, this is a follow-up video. So first, let me tell you some things that I've noticed about this device when using it. So sometimes when I turn on YouTube, there's a crackling sound in the speaker. Now eventually that goes away. It does show up. It'll just start, like when you're trying to listen to a video or anything, it'll just play this ugly crackling sound, and then it stops. I don't know why that is. I don't know why it does it. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that it has happened, and it happens a lot, but it doesn't happen enough to where I'm going to complain about it and say I'm ditching this phone. No, it's not that serious because it stops. It fixes itself. It could just be the YouTube application, because I only get that with the YouTube application. When I listen to any other videos or music, anything, it's definitely got to be something with the application. Now, other than that, I haven't found anything that I'm I could say I can complain about. But what I will say is, I did a battery video. I did a video on the battery life of this phone, and I had the battery in default mode. I didn't have it in efficiency mode. So I went back in and I changed it to efficiency mode. Now, when you have it in the default mode, the battery pack keeps the phone at 100% at all times. So a subscriber or someone viewing my video say, "Hey Jay, you should try it in efficiency mode." Now, while I knew about this feature, I totally forgot about it because I hadn't used Moto Mods in a long time, and I just slapped it on. So I changed it to efficiency mode, and I am in fact getting much better battery. I don't know where I'm at today though. I just took my SIM card out and put it into another phone. So right now I'm at 3 hours and 50 minutes of screen on time, and I charged it a day ago from the actual plug. Now it says that I have about a day left, and I think that's pretty accurate. I'll definitely be able to grab 6.5, 7 hours of screen on time with this device. Now, phone calls with this phone is fantastic. The signal on it is worlds ahead of some other phones. Specifically, my iPhone X just doesn't have good signal. My iPhone 8 Plus has fantastic signal. The iPhone 8 has great signal. The iPhone 7 Plus has great signal. This phone has fantastic signal. I mean, it is just great. I haven't had a drop call, or people don't sound like robots. What I've done is I've gone into the settings and turned off voice over LTE for all of my phones, because I've learned that voice over LTE with T-Mobile phones, it just sucks. It's something about it that makes the calls come out really bad. So for me, they recommend this, and I just did it with this phone because I'm so used to doing it. They recommend that you do that, and I did it with this phone. So even when I didn't do that, phone calls and everything were fantastic on this. Well, they are fantastic on this phone in the time that I've been using it. So I don't have any complaints about that. Build quality and everything on here, it's good, man. I do have my speaking set up. I took it off though because I'm testing the battery to see what my new updates will be, but this battery pack is good. The build quality on this thing is super thin, folks. It's a thin phone. It's a wide phone. It's a wide phone. It's very wide. Let's see if I can get something here. I'll just grab the iPhone 8 Plus. The iPhone 8 Plus is a little wider, but and this phone, why I never put these next to each other, to be honest. The iPhone 8 is a little wider, But believe it or not, or the 8 Plus, it doesn't feel, something about this phone just feels wide. I don't know what it is. Probably because it's so thin. That might be what it is. Since it's so thin, it's hard to get a grasp on it, but I don't know. And I know that sounds crazy, folks, but this phone feels wide and it feels sharp. That's probably what it is. The edges on here are so sharp when I don't have this battery pack on here. That's got to be what it is. You know, build quality though is really good. I don't have any complaints about it. It is a big phone, as you can see. It's about the size of the iPhone 8 Plus. So it's a big one, but I'm used to that. So screen quality on here, Quad HD display. Some people have said instantly you need to put a screen protector on there. Well, I did that immediately. I bought a tempered glass and put it on here. And I went with the speaking setup, so that video is live. But screen quality is fantastic. Performance is fantastic. Battery is fantastic. Cameras, okay, that's another thing that I can point out to you, that the cameras on here, the footage is okay. It looked good on my initial video footage that I took, and photos. Photos are really good, especially with some low light with the flash. It's really good. But overall, the camera quality on here, I think is strong. It's not a bad camera. It's just that I've got other cameras that are better. My overall of using this phone, it's been a great experience, man. I don't have any complaints. I'm totally happy that I bought it, and it's a win for me because I got it for 300 bucks. This is one of today's latest flagships. It has a Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs onboard storage, an SD card, Type-C. One thing I didn't touch on, at the beginning I told you about the crackling in the speaker. Well, the crackling in the speaker happens for a little bit, then it goes away, but I will say this is one of the loudest front speakers I've ever used on the device. Now, it's not Axon 7 loud, probably because it only has one, but I think if this phone had 2 speakers, it might be able to compete with the Axon 7 or the iPhone 8 Plus. This phone has loud speakers, man. So my experience with this phone so far, it's been a joy to use, man. I like it. The screen is just beautiful. I just don't have any complaints. Having the Quad HD display on here is just a huge plus for me. Motorola did it right. The only thing they did wrong, I think, was probably releasing this phone at such a high price tag, and then a lot of people might skip it and then come back later to it when it's on sale. But right now, you can grab this phone for $375 on T-Mobile. Motorola has it on sale as well, I think. They might be selling it for that higher price at $700 or whatever still, but they have some promos or something, I believe. But I did get a free projector mod with this, and I'll give you a video on that at a later date. I just want to give you a follow-up video on this thing, man, and let you know it is an awesome phone. So Moto Z2 Force users, with a few quirks here and there, you know, you've got a fantastic phone, and I'm happy to be a part of the, well, I've already got Motorola products, but just wanted to put this out there. The Moto Z2 Force is a phone that I truly enjoy, and I think if you pick it up, you'll probably enjoy it too. The Moto mods are boss. So it's your man Jay Will. Just wanted to give you a nice update on the Moto Z2 Force. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.